At long last, WNKX is back to cover Hickman County High School basketball. We are live in Hohenwald, Tennessee. It's the Hickman County Lady Bulldogs versus the Lewis County Lady Panthers, Part 2, coming your way next. It has been far too long since we've had Hickman County High School basketball. Of course, the last time we got to see these dogs, they were on the road against the East Hickman Eagles, where both the guys and girls would be victorious. And Ron, it feels good to be back.
It's nice to be back after everything we've experienced, been through. It's good to be back into a basketball gym, watch a little basketball.
And as mentioned earlier in the broadcast, we are live in Hohenwald, Tennessee. It's Hickman County versus Lewis County, and this should be a good one. What a game to welcome us back to the basketball season. Two heated rivals going at it, two very good teams, especially with the guys game. Now, The girls' game, which we're about to see here first, it's been a red-hot Hickman County Lady Dogs against a struggling Lewis County team. But as we've said many, many times in the past, with these rivalry games, the records are thrown out the window.
Well, these are the kinds of games that you want as we have one more week left in the regular season and then the tournament start. So you want these high-intensity rivalry games to kind of sharpen you, to get you ready for a tournament atmosphere.
And not only is it going to be a rivalry game, it is still a district game. So these are the games you absolutely have to win, and they're the games you can't really afford to be lackadaisical if you're the Hickman County Lady Dogs. Yes, you've beaten this team before, not necessarily the case tonight. You have to be on your A game all the same.
Well, this is a game that you can't slip up and you can't overlook into next week when we play Riverside and next week when we play East, because this is a game that you have to have in order to kind of set the tone. We're the first rotation through, we're 3-0. We beat each team. We want to go 4-0 tonight, and then if you can end up splitting those last two games, then you've probably got the number 1 seed tied up.
So a very important night for both your guys and girls, and we thank you for joining us on WNKX, whether it be through Facebook, YouTube, or the Access Tennessee app, available on all Roku devices. And we know a lot of folks were without power over last week, and Ron, how grateful are we for, all the men and women that worked tirelessly to get us back to normal, from MLEC, from companies that came out of town, all of our first responders. We live in an awesome community with a lot of great people helping us out.
Hickman County is full of heroes, and when you have a time like we experienced this last weekend, you really see the heroes of Hickman County, from our EMS to our EMA to the Sheriff's Department to the volunteers of Hickman County who went out with chainsaws and who made food for the first responders and for the electric companies. It was, you never want to go through an experience like that. But I'm coming out of it. I know two things. I love living in Hickman County, and I'm addicted to electricity.
Absolutely, and that was something that really hit me hard. I know my family, we were without power from Sunday to Thursday, and I was going stir crazy by day 2.
Yes.
And I know some people were without it for a lot longer than I was, and it's one of those things you got to be grateful for, and it made me appreciate more than I already do, WNKX, and being able to cover these games. Being without it for just a week was terrible, so that makes it even better to be back here tonight.
Yes, it does.
But this is not the first time WNKX is calling a game since Snowmageddon, if you want to call it that, or Ice-mageddon, I think would be a better term. We did cover the basketball district championship for the middle school. It was the Dogs versus the East Hickman Eagles, and what a night that was. The Hickman County Middle School Dogs were district champions, and unfortunately their season did come to an end last night at the hands of Fairview, but what a season it was for those guys, Ron.
That group was a really fun group to watch and to experience in the classroom and watch them play. They played so hard. They played selflessly. Their goal was to win the game. They didn't care who scored points, and they had a really good season. You look at it, 20 wins, 3 losses, something like that. That may not be exact, but that's a remarkable season. Last night they played a Fairview team that is really, really, really good. And but congratulations to Coach Floyd. They had a great season this year.
I know Coach Dawson has been following that middle school team as well, licking his chops for the talent that he's going to have coming his way in the next year, 2 or 3. It's a bright future for Hickman County basketball at all levels. And now our attention turns back to the high school here tonight. So, Ron, let's get our minds focused on this first game, the Lady Dogs against the Lady Panthers. And we know recently Ava Floyd was the feature of some big news. Of course, announced to be a nominee for Miss Basketball for 2A, and how deserving is she?
Ava's had a great season. If you look at the points that she's averaging, I think she's averaging about 21 points a game. Her field goal percentage is way up there. And, I would say across the state, those averages and those percentages are going to be some of the best that you'll see. And it's always an honor to be nominated for an award like that. But truthfully, I think the only thing Ava wants is to come out here and win a game tonight.
And I think if you talk to Ava about it, she would tell you that it wouldn't be possible without the incredible team around her. She is surrounded by loads of talent, some great leaders on the team, some younger girls that are stepping up in the spotlight as well and handling business when their names are called. And I mean, this has been a fun season for these Lady Dogs. One of the best seasons to this point that I can remember these Lady Dogs having in some time.
Well, it's been a really fun experience for me to watch these girls develop. Of course, I had the privilege of almost every one of these girls, actually, except for Ava. I coached against Ava, but every one of these girls I was able to coach in middle school, and to watch their development, to watch them gel as a team, and to have a season like this, that's kind of why I coach middle school, is to see stuff like this.
And this success that the Hickman County Lady Dogs are having, I'm sure you would say, is no surprise to you. You know what they were capable of all along.
They've had the talent. They just needed the experience, and they needed a coaching staff at this level to kind of help them gel. And Coach Gordon, Coach Smith, Coach Bentley, they've done a really remarkable job this year, I feel like. And just having them gel as a team, play as a team, and realize that when they step out on the court, they're one unit.
And we've got a minute to go until tip-off. We're about to have our national anthem right here from the brand-new gymnasium at Lewis County High School. A very special thank you to Athletic Director Jonathan Owen and the Lewis County broadcast team for helping us get set up where we are right now, for accommodating us. We're so very grateful to them and what they've meant to us. And we're excited. The wait's almost over. Lady Dogs, Lady Panthers on WNKX. feel like I should let all of you know who are still tuned in right now, waiting for tip-off. It is senior night here at Lewis County. Perhaps I should have done my research beforehand, so I apologize for that. So it will be just a bit longer until tip-off, but don't worry, it's still coming your way here in a few moments.
Stand if you're able and remove your hats for the invocation led by Trey Landers, followed by the playing of the national anthem.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for letting these players come together to play this great game of basketball. And I just pray that you keep them safe and everybody safe back home. In Jesus' name, amen.
And that concludes our national anthem and invitation, which means it's time for the starting lineups for both of these squads. First, it'll be the Hickman County Lady Bulldogs. Leading the charge through the makeshift tunnel is number 2, Carly Everett, followed by number 3, Haley Gordon. Then number 20, the Miss Basketball nominee, Ava Floyd. And number 23, Bailey Kramer, and number 30, Zoe Chilton, rounding off the starting 5. And Ron, it's been these 5 young ladies that have been tasked with leading the charge for the Lady Dogs this season.
They've provided a really good core, really good effort for the Lady Dogs all year long, and you expect to see that continue.
is the starting lineup for the Lewis County Lady Panthers. First, number 11, Jalen Baugh. Following her is number 2, Haley Carroll.
Number 5, Jaslyn.
Then it's number 5, Jaslyn Connor.
Number 35, Marjorie Stills.
With number 35, Marjorie Stelz behind her. And rounding it off, it's number 22, Gabby Ortiz, one of the seniors honored for the Lady Panthers on senior night tonight. And after some slight delays, finally, at long last, Hickman County basketball is back as both teams take the floor. It'll be Kramer, it'll be Baugh at the LC logo. And the tip is taken by Lewis County. It's Carroll, guarded by Everett. Pass is right to Connor. Driving in as Ortiz, bounce pass left. Ball inside, overflowed off the glass for 2, and Lewis County strikes first.
Running a little 5-out motion, got a little inside cut right there, and good position to score.
That ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Dogs. Floyd wants to drive, steps through, takes it herself off the glass. And Ava responds.
And the Lady Dogs did exactly the same thing. Just needed no pass.
Oh, and Lewis trying to push the ball up the floor in a hurry. That sails out of bounds, and that'll be Hickman County ball.
Lady Dogs set up in their full court man-to-man and just kind of forced the issue a little bit, forced a bad pass. Lewis County trying to go into a 2-2-1 full court press also.
And some passes here from the Lady Dogs trying to break the press. Kramer up top. Ava, deep 3 on the way. It's good.
Ava looks like she's on target tonight. I don't know that the layoff hurt her any.
Well, we know these ladies have been finding any way they can to practice and to stay sharp. Stepping through, a left-handed layup. Wow, it gets a favorable roll, and it goes in.
That had some nice English.
Well, that ball is going to sail out of bounds a little bit behind Carly Everett. So, Lewis County now with a chance for the lead. It'll be Ortiz throwing it in front of her own bench. Gets it to Carroll. Guarded by Everett, 2-on-2 here. There's Ball, met by Kramer. Kramer, Ron, playing a bit further out than we're used to seeing there defensively.
The Lady Dogs are trying to put pressure everywhere on the floor right now. So as Haley kind of gets a little tip right there.
And Ball's got a mid-range shot, can't knock it down, and there's Kramer on the board. We're going the other way, pushing it down the floor. Chilton, Kramer, swinging it, and it goes off the hands of Everett. So again, that's going to be a Lady Dog turnover. Now the first pass was a bit errant, Ron, but that one Carly probably could have had.
She should have had that one.
Connor, guarded by Floyd. Trying to find some space to drive. Ava knocks it loose. It's a loose ball. Ava hits the floor hard.
Lots of contact right there.
And I think that's to be expected.
That's illegal.
We know these Lewis Hickman games going to get very physical, very rough. Connor, guarded by Floyd. At the wing, dribbles right, high post, dishes out. Carroll, bounce pass, taken away. Great read by Haley Gordon. To Floyd, Ava drives, wants to take it herself and gets it to fall. How about 7 points to start the night for Ava Floyd? 7-4, Lady Dogs ahead Just under 5 minutes remain in the first quarter here from Lewis County High School. On a lane there, and Gordon, a lot of contact and an easy call for the official. That seemed almost a little too easy right there of a drive.
Well, Haley played really good defense, and then she kind of let up with the pressure at the top of the key. Her girl got an angle, and she was just out of position.
That's going to send Ortiz to the line, where she'll knock down the first of 2 free throws. And Ortiz goes 2 for 2. Not much hesitation or time to think in her free throw routine, Ron. She just ripped it, and it worked out well. 2 for 2 for Ortiz. Gordon fires from 3. This one short off the iron. Rebounded by Connor.
The Lady Dogs would like to keep this very fast-paced. Lewis County has a shorter bench than we do.
That's rebounded by Kramer. Lady Dogs going the other way. Chilton fakes, goes for 3. Off the rim, no good.
Got Kramer inside.
Kramer, left-handed hook shot off the glass, falls. And folks, our camera has frozen up here. Let us step away for a moment to figure that out.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust, and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back to WNKX. Your score 9-6. Lady Dogs ahead by 3 after those technical difficulties. Floyd steps into a deep 3. It's good. Doesn't matter the distance. Ava is feeling it here tonight, Ron. To your point earlier, she seems to have a bit of pep in her step out there.
She's happy to be back.
As are we, as a timeout is called on the floor, 12-6. Lady Dogs up front with 3:25 to go in the first quarter. And during that little break, Kramer was called for a foul. That was her first. Hickman County with 2 team fouls in this opening quarter of play. Lewis County still with 0. Hickman County wearing the red uniforms rather, white lettering, black trim, and Lewis County wearing the white uniforms, black lettering with a gold trim. Ball's inbounded.
Lady Dogs still in a full court man.
Everett there, nice job to rip that one out, but it's going to stay with the Lady Panthers.
I think she knocked that off of her foot, but referee disagrees.
And for better or worse, that decision is final. Going down the right side of the floor. Lyric Inman. Hands right to ball. Ball near the volleyball line. Bounce past Ortiz. Ortiz wants to drive inside. Out to ball. Left elbow. Step back. Mid-range on the way. It's not going to find it. And there's Kramer, another rebound. Everett, laser beam, receives the pass from Floyd. Oh, it doesn't fall. It's a fight underneath, and Inman comes away with it for the Lady Panthers. Has to pick up her dribble and gives out to Connor. Deep 3-ball on the way for the senior ball, and it's good. And now, Ron, it being senior night for Lewis County, that just adds another element for these Lady Panthers of motivation. Floyd pulls from three, and she's got another three ball. So how does it being senior night really affect the mindset of these Lewis County
It can go
players?
one of two ways. It can help motivate you, or it can actually take a little bit of energy out of you. Sometimes you have to, focus a little bit more on that. Lewis County has switched to a half-court 1-2-2 zone here, dropping out of their man-to-man.
And Everett and Kramer.
Actually, it's a 2-3, it looks like. They're just matching. They're extending out of it. Ava and Carly should get shot after shot here.
Everett and Kramer subbing out Floyd again. Maybe a bit ambitious with that three ball.
Yeah, that was a heat check. Kind of want to let the offense run a little bit.
Josie Hassel and Tinley Davis in for the Lady Dogs, and that ball goes off the hands of Inman. That'll be Hickman County ball. Floyd gives left to Gordon. Back up top with Davis. Back to Gordon. Ava looking for a room. Oh, dishes it to Hassel. Are you kidding me, Ava
What
Floyd?
a pass there by Floyd.
Reminiscent of John Stockton, finds Hassel, and a great job by Josie to finish the job and to draw an and one.
Well, great job by Josie, because she was trying to get rebound in position. She thought Ava was going to shoot the ball. Ava kind of got knocked off balance by some contact, but she was still able to make that pass, and Josie with the catch and the finish.
And Hassel unable to complete the three-point play. The rebound goes off the hands of a Lady Dog, so it's going to be Lewis possession. Down the left side goes Gabby Ortiz. Guarded by Gordon closely. And it's going to be a foul called on Haley Gordon, number 3. Playing very close to the hip.
That's her second on the night.
Floats it, has a one-on-one. Ball and Hassel. Ball goes over Hassel and rattles in a 2.
Nice set play there by Lewis County on the inbounds.
Back to Hassel. Dishes to Floyd. Ava drives. Misses. And it's rebounded by the Lady Panthers. A minute remains in the game's opening quarter. Connor, guarded by Floyd near the volleyball line, steps back, fires right to ball, and that was a missile of a pass. Goes left. Carroll. Ortiz been the main driver for the Lady Panthers. She wants to try it again. Oh, bounce pass inside. Nobody home except for Ava Floyd. Ava might want to take it herself. No, bounce pass to Hassel. Josie just not ready for it. That's going to sail into the Lewis County cheerleaders, and it'll be a Lewis County ball.
Ava kind of stopped or Josie stopped on that right there instead of keeping on going.
Rachel Puckett into the ball game for her first time. Guarding the inbound. Floating. Chilton got a hand on it and gets the turnover. Davis open under the bucket for an easy 2. Some great passes to find the open man. Another Lady Dog takeaway. Floyd off the glass, doesn't get it. Puckett with the board. Gives it back to Floyd. Fade away is good for 2. 3 seconds.
A little bit of pressure here. Rachel was able to get that steal. We had a little Zoe with the steal, got us 4 points right there in the last 30 seconds.
And Carroll lets it fly to end the quarter and gonna fall well short. And at the end of 1, it's Hickman County 21 and Lewis County 11. Second quarter on the way when we come back.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And we're about to be underway with the second quarter. And Ron, that first quarter was back and forth. Lewis County able to answer the Lady Dogs, but just the swarm of this Hickman County defense has allowed them to pull away by 10 points right now.
Well, that's what the Lady Dogs want to do, is they want to keep up the pressure. You know, if they can have 2 spots every quarter where they get a couple of turnovers, 4 points here, all of a sudden you got an 8-10 point lead, and that's the difference right here.
Looking to keep that rolling into the second quarter. It'll be the Lady Panthers with possession to start us off.
I'm sure Coach Gordon talked a little bit about some defensive lapses where we were able to, where we gave up those 11 points.
When Floyd knocked it loose from Jaslyn Connor, and after a scrap for the ball, the official calls the walk. Connor there, Ron, trying to plead her case, saying she kept her pivot foot down, but the official says otherwise.
I think it was the right call.
Floyd goes left. Everett, deep 3 on the way. It's money. So Ava Floyd with a couple of 3-pointers already. Carly Everett joining the party. That's a deep ball, way too long. Connor tried to save it, and that was a nasty landing. But she hopped back up.
I'm glad to see that.
It's hard not to expect the worst when you see a landing like that.
Yeah, I've seen knees get hurt with landings like that.
But these Lady Panthers are certainly a tough bunch. Everett, open look, another deep 3. Goodness gracious, that one kicked high off the rim and over the backboard.
That hit the back center of the rim, which means she's on.
It certainly looked good from where we were sitting. Bounce pass into Ortiz. There's Puckett on the defensive side. They force Ortiz to pick it up, and she finds Ball as they try to get it past midcourt. Ball goes past Kramer. Fires inside. Great job by Everett.
It's going to be a block on Ava. She started falling before the contact. She had the right thought, and then she, I think, kind of changed her mind for a second.
So it'll be a blocking foul against Floyd, her first tonight. Who finds Ball in the corner. Not a lot of room to find that pass, but she does anyway. Picks up her dribble, goes right to Connor. Connor fires across the way, intercepted by Floyd. One-on-one, Connor versus Ava. She goes off the glass and it rattles in.
Good job right there. Lady Dogs applying pressure. She just took 3 steps and they didn't call it.
But she gets the roll, and that'll be 2 points for the Lady Panthers.
Ava with the 3.
Man, Ava Floyd is rolling here tonight.
They may want to guard her at some point tonight.
But Ron, with how well Ava can shoot contested shots, that still might not matter.
Well, got to put forth a little effort, I would think, but Ava's okay with it.
And we've seen so many people sharing the news about Ava Floyd's Miss Basketball nominee. And, you know, Ron, that can do a lot of good for you.
That's a nice move right there.
That was a great move, and that'll fall for 2 for Lewis County. But that can also be detrimental. You can go to your head. It can make you play a bit more tense, feeling like there's a bit more expectation on you. But Ava rising up right now, and Puckett tries the 3, gets her own rebound, has it knocked loose. Davis tries to run it down, trips up, and it rolls out. Lewis County ball.
Good hustle.
But Ava proving so far tonight the lights are not too bright.
Haley back in with 2 fouls. She's got to be very careful here because she's guarding a quick, shifty girl. She can't pick up that 3rd foul.
Gordon giving her some room there. Nice footwork by Gordon as well to keep her in front. Now driving in. Off-balance shot. Won't go, but there's a foul. That'll be 2 shots for number 2, Haley Carroll. So already tonight, we've seen some off-balance looks for Lewis County in this one.
Well, that's a good sign for Hickman County that we're forcing them into some stuff, but
That first free throw falls 29-16. Your score. 5:01 left in the first half. And she knocks down the second. Lewis County looking very good from the free throw line already here tonight. Everett goes left to Floyd. Quick pass, high post to Kramer. Kramer wants to drive, has it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. Floyd at the baseline. Fires to Chilton. Just shy of the free throw line. Out to Everett. She fires a three. It's on the money. Couple of triples for Everett tonight. A whistle and a call against.
I think he just called, said that Ava hit the ball out of bounds. Don't know that Ava ever touched it, but okay.
Either way, it's Lewis County ball with Gabby Ortiz guarded by Gordon. Bounce pass out to Ball. Ball dribbles right, goes around Kramer, drives through, and a walk.
Good step up right there by Zoe.
And Zoe's been a ton of fun to watch this season as she's gotten to be 100% health-wise. That's really been reflected in her style of play. Kramer, little left-handed floater. It'll be a foul.
Good take.
And we've also seen Bailey Kramer really evolve her game as the season's gone on. She's been a bit more fearless. She's had a bit more courage, wanting to drive the ball and enforce her will inside.
She's worked really hard on her footwork. One of the things I've noticed with Bailey is she can go right or she can go left. Sometimes she prefers going left over right, and that makes it hard when you're able to drive to that weak hand.
Of course, she shoots these free throws right-handed, but to your point, Ron, she does seem pretty comfortable with that left-handed hook.
She just walked again.
So Kramer goes 1 for 2, missing that second one, 33-17. Lady Dogs up front with just under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Connor gives the ball. Goes left over the head of Inman, tries to save it and falls into KJ Smith and Ben Bentley. Lucky they were there to break her fall.
Extending out another 1-2-2 zone this time.
Everett fakes.
They'll swing it. You'll have open shots just
Open
like
look,
that.
Haley Gordon. High off the rim, rebounded underneath by Inman, and Chilton and Kramer, they're trying to initiate some contact, maybe to draw a jump or force a turnover. Either way, it's going to be Lady Panther ball. Connor.
Oh, good job, Zoe.
Inman. Zoe denies the pass. It's a foot race now. Floyd pulls up, and she's fouled.
Good defense by Zoe right there. She kind of dropped off her girl, trapped the ball, and it kind of surprised her, and she was able to get that steal.
That foul is going to go against number 5, Jaslyn Connor, her first tonight. And Floyd rattles in the first. Each team with a couple of fouls in the second quarter. Floyd misses the second, out of bounds. That's going to be Lady Dog ball. It went off on Haley Carroll. Ava, quick pass to Chilton, out to Kramer. Floyd from the corner, contested three, doesn't matter.
She is on fire tonight.
And why not keep riding the hot hand? 37-17, 3 minutes to go. That's going to be a foul called on the floor. That's going to be against Bailey Kramer.
Her second.
2 fouls for Kramer, and on that foul, Josie Hassel coming in the game for Bailey. Looking for somebody, and Hassel hits off her back. Didn't have her head turned.
Couldn't quite see it.
It's going to be a
foul on Everett. That's going to be her second also.
So Hickman County deuces wild for the Hickman County ladies with a lot of fouls here. 2 for Kramer, 2 for Everett.
Got to stop using hands and look for ooh, that was over and back. Good call by the official there. She caught it in the front court side and stepped over to back court.
That was a good defense there by Everett. Very mindful of where her and her man were on the floor. Everett, wide open look, and she makes them pay. And a quick walk called on Ball. So after the 3 ball from Everett, an immediate turnover.
The Bulldogs gone on this little run, stretch that lead out to 23 here. Got 2:40. You want to kind of just keep increasing it. You know, by halftime, let's have that at about 30.
Oh, and Floyd, a bit of a no-look pass trying to get the Hassel out of her reach, and it goes out of bounds. But, Ron, for Lewis County, those are the little mistakes you can't afford to make, or else this game could get out of hand by the end of the half.
Well, I mean, it's close to getting out of hand right now. Lady Dogs switching to a 1-3-1 half court right here. That is positive for us.
Yeah, it is positive.
Good job down there by Josie.
Hassel being disruptive in this game.
There's that pass.
And again, a deep pass. That's really been the only option they've had, number 13.
Oh, careful, Haley. Careful, Haley.
Well, it's going to be a foul. I think they're going to get Zoe Chilton for that one.
Maybe Zoe, I hope. Nope, got Haley.
So that's going to be 3 fouls on Haley Gordon. And right now it looks like number 5, Aubrey Anderson, set to check in for Gordon, and we might not see Haley for a little bit.
Yeah, she'll be out the rest of the half. I really thought I thought Haley kind of bailed away at the end there, and that foul should have been on Zoe.
The first free throw is no good. Second one on the way. This one on point by Jaslyn Connor.
They're in a man-to-man now.
There's Chilton at the right wing.
Gonna get Carly for a 3 up top here.
Everett, quick release. Oh, rolls off the rim. There's Ball flying down the right side. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Inman.
Oh, she walked.
Looking for somewhere to go. Has it knocked out, but it still finds the hands of Connor. Pass left. Carroll.
Outside.
Crossover. Driving in on Anderson, and a blocking foul on the new entrant for the Lady Dogs.
Lady Dogs need to stop fouling. This is just putting them at the foul line and giving them 3 opportunities for points with the clock stopped.
And that was the 5th team foul for the Lady Dogs.
It's actually the 6th, I think. But
that'll result in free throws. The first one missed by Carroll. The second one's up, and that one also misses. Everett to Chilton. Zoe tries her first 3 of the night, and she knocks it down. Mosley steps into a 3. Off the front rim, rebounded by Anderson. Gets it to Floyd, 60 seconds left in the first half. Floyd wants to drive, takes it herself, and almost a miraculous shot there by Ava Floyd, but either way, she'll go to the line.
Did a good job attacking the seam there, drawing contact and getting the ball up on the backboard to give it a chance to go in.
A foul was called on Inman. That'll be her first tonight. The third team foul called on Lewis in the second quarter. Floyd knocks down the first.
Referee is warning Ava after the free throw line. They don't like them to go shake hands with their teammates.
And Ava goes 2 for 2, which is a bit strange. I feel like that's just normal for basketball.
This is the only association that enforces that. That's a push off.
Mosley passes left to Carroll. Carroll tries a three. Off the left rim. Baugh battles for it and gets it off the glass for 2. 45-20, Lady Dogs. Lead by 25. That ball goes out of bounds. But a foul is called on Mosley of Lewis County. Tinley Davis looking to sub back in at the next opportunity. 30 seconds to go. Floyd wants to drive. Pulls from the left elbow. It rattles out. Rebounded by Chilton. A lot of contact. Tough shot. No good. Zoe steps through another contested shot. This one missed. Mosley on the rebound.
He's not calling anything down there.
Mosley looking. Fires
Aubrey,
left.
you got to get that. There you
Anderson knocks it. 5 seconds. Driving down the floor. Takes it herself. Missed it. Chilton puts it up. It's good. Will it count?
Good.
It is good.
It's good.
To end the first half. Zoe Chilton. Great recovery and a great finish. Your score at the end of the first half, Hickman 47, Lewis 20. We're going to step away for a short halftime break, but when we come back, Ron and I will break down what we saw in that first half. Don't go anywhere.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
So as we get ready for second half action here in Lewis County, let's talk about some stats from the first half. Of course, the Lady Dogs lead 47-20 right now. Leading the Lady Dogs in scoring is Ava Floyd with 24 points. Carly Everett has 9 points on 3 threes. Zoe Chilton, 5 points on a 3 and a putback at the buzzer. Bailey Kramer, 3. Josie Hassel, 2. And Tinley Davis, 2. Foul trouble for the Bulldogs. Haley Gordon has 3 fouls. Carly Everett has 2. And Bailey Kramer has 2 fouls.
And we are just about ready for second half basketball. It's
And
all
actually-
Lady Dogs.
Actually, I was wrong. Ava has 26 free throws. She hit those 26 points. She hit 2 free throws there toward the end.
26 free throws would be crazy.
Yeah, 26 free throws would be a slow game. Now, 26 points for Ava.
Now, right now, Ron, a
think we're waiting.
27-point deficit in the third quarter. It feels almost out of reach, but if you're Hickman County, I bet they won't be playing like it is.
Well, Hickman County right now, Coach Gordon's goal right now, this close to the end of the season, is you're trying to play hard all the time, every time. And that way you come out and you play consistent. If you can do that in every game, then you're not going to have those letdowns.
Complete basketball is the name of the game. Everett kicks off the front iron right into the hands of Jaslyn Connor. So as you said, Ron, Everett had those 3 triples in the first half, so we know she plays a very momentum-based game when she's hot, and she can keep piling them on, so why not take that look there? There's the ball on the ground. It's Carroll and Chilton vying for it. Jump ball. It's going to stay with Lewis.
Good job again there by Zoe, kind of jumping the ball handler and creating a little disturbance.
Carroll at the wing, goes up top. Inman fires inside the ball.
She walked.
Over Kramer, and Kramer with a nice rebound. Just reaching up to the top
Nice
shelf.
pass by Carly.
And Floyd's going to drive. That's going to be an easy 2 for Floyd. That's going to be Hickman County ball. I believe she might have stepped over the line. Floyd fires to Kramer, hands to Chilton. See a blocking foul called on Lewis County. So they go against number 11, Jalen Baugh, her second foul tonight. It's going to be on the floor, so it'll be Floyd throwing it in to Chilton.
Dribble up, and you got Ava in the corner.
Floyd fires. Goodness gracious. Ava Floyd picking up right where she left off in the first half with another 3 ball. Inman has it knocked free, stays with it. Gets it out to Carroll. Pretty weak pass there to Connor, but it gets the job done. Nice pass inside to Ortiz. Feeds ball, and she's fouled. So, Ron, right there, some good ball movement by Lewis County.
Well, right there, the Lady Dogs kind of, Zoe fell as she was playing defense. Haley tried to jump up and guard Zoe's girl. Lewis County girl made a good read, threw it underneath, and nice pass.
goes Carly Everett for 2. Ortiz dribbles in. Tries to go over
grab that.
Kramer. And a jump ball, so it'll go back to the Lady Dogs. And with those 2 fouls on her, that's really how we want to see Bailey Kramer playing defense, having that vertical base. And Everett fires away from 3. And she's got another. Trying to drive, left-handed shot. Shot pretty blindly. Now it's Floyd. She wants to drive. Step back. What a great move by Floyd to add 2 more.
This is fun to watch. She's putting on a clinic tonight.
Certainly a statement game by Ava Floyd. Pump fake driving inside.
Ava's got to be careful there. That's, I think, her second foul.
Tried to force Connor to that baseline out of bounds, but the official.
That may be her third foul.
That'll be 2 on
It's her
Floyd.
second foul.
And again, rearing back and letting that ball fly. Carroll has to run it down. Everett not making it easy.
Watch the hands. Use your body there.
Carroll goes right to Connor. Inside the ball. Chilton got a hand on it.
It'll be a jump ball.
And that forces another jump. You know, now that I'm seeing it, there was an alarming lack of jump balls in that first half for a girls basketball game.
They're going back to the average.
Ball, that's a tough pass there. Chilton has it.
Oh, look at Zoe stick with it.
She
Be
rips it
strong
away.
there. Good job, Zoe.
And she's going to be fouled.
Haley just hadn't been able to find it tonight.
Everett somehow recovers and gets 2. And Baugh, deep 2, kicks off the back rim, rebounded by Everett.
Lady Dogs are just pushing the ball up the floor relentlessly every time they get a rebound right now.
And Stelz entered the game for Inman. Now Mosley comes in for Carroll on the Lewis County side. 3 fouls on number 11, Jalen Baugh. One of their vital players. Ortiz looking for somewhere to go and finds Connor. Connor will jump pass to Stelz. Bounce pass to Mosley. Long 2, blocked by Kramer. But Mosley hangs with it. Goes inside. Looking to dish it to somebody and finds Connor. She drives. Fouled. And that'll be 2 free throws. 3:47 left in the third quarter. 61-21. Lady Dogs ahead by 40. And for as all over the place as Zoe Chilton has been tonight, only the first foul called against her in this third quarter.
Zoe's always played a very aggressive game. Lots of deflections, lots of hands on balls. And she grabs another rebound.
That's going to be a foul. But they might have had a case for a jump ball there, but a little too much contact.
She had a lot of elbow.
Floyd floats inside to Chilton. Hands back out to Floyd. Dribbles in on Connor. Goes over. And one. Good grief.
Ooh-wee.
Ava Floyd is absolutely incredible. What a night she has had so far with a chance to add to it. And we're seeing Davis,
35.
Puckett, and Hassel back in the game for Everett, Kramer, and Chilton. That free throw misses. Stelz running it down.
She said every other shot tonight, so we'll give her that one.
Not a bad percentage by any means. So that pass, a little bit wild. And Tinley Davis heads up play to stay with it. Floats it down the floor. Perfect pass to Hassel.
Got away with a walk there. Oh, yeah, he caught it.
Not quite.
Josie took that little extra step there to.
So that's going to go back to the Panthers. Mosley goes over to Stelz. Goes around Puckett, bit of a high dribble. Ball up top. Spins through, shoots over Hassel, kicks off the rim, rebounded by Davis. Floyd steps into, has it blocked from behind by Mosley. And a whistle and a foul.
Josie sprinting to get back. I think Mosley kind of crossed over in front of her, and she wasn't expecting it, so she kind of bumped her from behind.
So it's going to be the first foul called on Hassel. And Ava Floyd getting a reprieve. Carly Everett back in the game. Ooh, the pass sails over Ortiz, but she's able to hawk it down. Tries to go around Gordon. It's a race inside the paint. Long two from Stelz. High arcing shot. And that's going to be a foul called against.
It's going to be on the rebound.
Number 13, Mosley.
13, White. Got called for the push.
And Carroll subbing in for Mosley. 2 fouls on number 13 of the Lady Panthers. Puckett inbounds to Everett. Davis open look.
Oh, I thought she had it.
Well, rebound and put back by Puckett. Hassel goes up and a whistle. Not often we see the Tinley Davis 3-ball attempted there.
Well, that's something, you know, Tinley and Rachel both need to shoot that when they're in there so they can get comfortable in shooting it. Because there's going to be a game this year where they're going to need to hit a shot or 2 shots. Or, you know, as tournament stretches, games get tighter, you have foul trouble. But those 3 girls on the floor right now, Aubrey Anderson, they're going to be called on at some point to give some valuable minutes.
So Hassel goes 0 for 2 from the line there. Stelz was the guilty party, her second foul. And a whistle, and that's going to be Haley Gordon on the other end.
It's going to be Haley's 4th.
And we're going to see Zoe Chilton back in for Haley Gordon.
It's going to be 2 shots as that was the 5th team foul.
That'll send Gabby Ortiz to the line for Lewis. That one misses short. And Chilton, nice board. Oh, a nice move, dribbling through 3 defenders. Chilton tries to go right to Everett. Ortiz knocks it out of bounds.
Oh,
No.
whoa, I don't know about that.
So that's going to be Lewis County ball somehow, some way.
That was just bad officiating, not watching the action, because it was easily Ortiz hit that out.
Ortiz drives, wants to dish it to Ball, hits off her foot.
Come on, that was your chance to make it right for us, man. He made sure that he got it right that time.
Well, you know, whenever you're up 63-24, I suppose you can't be too mad. Stelz, goodness gracious.
She scored 4 points coming in. 2 jump shots.
Oh, and Everett contested 2s, rattles home. And Ron, both of those 2s from Stelz, they were so high up, it'd make the Empire State Building jealous, but it still found its home.
More arch you have on a shot, ooh, that ball's almost hurt somebody. Coach Buttrey, Coach Buttrey better have his eyes up. He almost got pegged in the head right there. got saved by the guy on the end of the bench. No, here's a simple fact, though. If you're trying to hit a basketball shot, the more arch you have, the larger your target is.
It's good science. And Chilton is fouled by Baugh, who reaches over her shoulder.
I mean, if you think about it, if you're dropping a paper wad into a trash can from straight up, it's a whole lot easier than trying to throw it on a straight line into it.
I suppose that's why you're a teacher and I'm not.
I've studied the art of shooting a lot. Zoe with the free throw.
And 4 fouls on Baugh is going to force her to the bench. Mosley back in the game. And Chilton misses the second when Stelt's running it down. Ortiz on the right side.
Carly with a good job right there playing defense. Oh, that was over and back.
Still loose. Ortiz has it. Drives in around Puckett. Tipped out by Hassel and into the hands of Inman. Up top, Carroll. Ortiz frantically waving her arms. She was wide open in the corner.
Wow.
And a foul called on Puckett, and that'll be two shots rather, because of the 5 team fouls. (66-26), a minute and 1 second left in the third quarter.
It will be a very quick fourth quarter.
Of course, that mercy clock will begin to roll, assuming it stays a 35-point deficit by the end of the third.
As long as they don't go on a 6-0 run right here in the last minute.
And 0 for 2 on those free throws, and Davis walks.
Got to come to a jump stop. Several times our girls are coming to running stops instead of slowing down with that jump stop.
Under a minute. There's Connor. Gives left to Carroll near the volleyball line. Carroll quotes
don't foul, Zoe.
And
Calling every little reach right now. We've got to play defense with our bodies instead of reaching and hacking.
Zoe committing the same foul that was committed against her on the other end of the floor just a minute or so ago. That'll be 2 shots for Stelz. That one rolls out.
Sometimes a coach tells you to play aggressive and you think you have to play aggressive with your hands. In basketball, you want to play aggressive with your body and your hands in the passing lane.
Everett. Nice pass inside the Puckett. She puts it off the glass. Missed. It's picked up by Carroll. 30 seconds to play in the third. Nice snag there by Connor. Little reverse layup. And a jump ball forced. The possession arrow will favor the Lady Dogs. They'll try to get one more bucket before the quarter ends with 15 seconds. Everett versus Ortiz. Ortiz trying to poke it out. Under 10 seconds. Oh, and Rachel Puckett tried to stay with it. Couldn't walk that tightrope.
She should have just let that go out of bounds. Carroll hit it.
And Everett knocks it free. Carly lets it fly.
Oh,
just short off the front iron. Almost a money shot.
That was pretty incredible strength because that was a jump shot from about 40 feet.
Well, we know she's used to shooting those deep threes, but at the end of 3, it's 66-27. Lady Dogs lead. 8 minutes to go to decide a winner from Hohenwald when we come back.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and 3 Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
Welcome back to WNKX. I'm Josh Copley alongside Ron Puckett, and we've seen a game tonight that has been dominated by the Lady Bulldogs. It's 66-27 as our fourth quarter is underway. Knocked loose, and they're going to say Lewis ball. That two is blocked. Stelz staying with it. Bounce pass inside to Connor. Drives around Kramer. Gets stuffed by the rim, and Chilton tries to rip it away. And a foul is going to be called on Connor. Bounce pass to Kramer inside. Dribbles. Gives to Floyd. Dribbles in, nowhere to go. Oh, looking for Chilton, but nobody there. Inman taking it the other way. Little floater kicks off the rim. Rebounded by Floyd. Ava fires to a wide open Everett. And she's got an easy layup.
Good job by Carter. Getting a layup on one end and then getting back and tipping the ball away so we don't give up a layup on the other.
And Ron, it seems like her gas tank is bottomless. She can go and go and go for a whole basketball game. And Zoe using her body to knock that one down. Everett hands to Floyd. Oh, can't get the two to rattle. And it's going to hit the baseline. It's going to stay with the Dogs. Ava Floyd on the precipice of a 40-point night.
Got about 5 points left.
Goes to Floyd. Deep three. Short. Everett gets it. Puts up a two and a line drive shot. Well guarded by Lewis County, but an even better shot by Everett.
We're talking about Carly.
And that pass sails over Stelz from Connor, and that's going to be a turnover. I'm not quite sure what Carly Everett's career high is in points, but she's probably getting close.
I'm going to say it's 22. That's my guess.
I wouldn't disagree. There's a foul called inside that's going to send Zoe Chilton to the free throw line. And the clock will continue to wind as we are in mercy time right now, under 5 minutes. Chilton rattles in the first. And Ron, we know that Hickman County entered in tonight as the odds-on favorite, but this has still been a phenomenal game played by these Lady Dogs.
They're playing hard. They're not letting the score dictate that make them give less effort.
Dribbling inside, Zoe Chilton just swats it out of bounds. Stelz fires out to Carroll. Carroll goes Stelz, high post, goes to the corner, it's Inman. Chilton giving her some space inside to Stelz, looking for somewhere to go, has to get it back out. Hickman County still playing suffocating defense, and there's Carroll to bail out Inman. Carroll dribbles, floats it, nice pass to Connor, steps through, blocked by Kramer. It's a scrap, and a jump ball.
It's Coach Gordon mass subs.
And Ron, we've seen a lot of visible frustration on the face of the Lewis County ladies tonight. They just had a tough time of it.
Well, Hickman County has made it tough on them tonight. Swarming defense, hands, in the passing lanes, lots of deflections, lots of blocks.
Aubrey Gordon guarded by Baugh. Gets out to Hassel. The Puckett. Anderson, corner three.
Give it to her. There you go. Aubrey getting out in the passing lane, forcing a turnover. Good job, Aubrey Gordon.
It's a good job of obscuring the vision of Stelz there. And again, we say this almost every game, it seems like, but just because the younger girls are out here doesn't mean it's going to be easy for the opponent. And that's going to be another bucket for the Lady Dogs. This time it's Josie Hassel.
Lewis County just totally didn't match up right there. Left Hassel underneath the goal. Rachel was able to find her.
We've got Aubrey Anderson, Rachel Puckett, Aubrey Gordon, Josie Hassel, and Tinley Davis on the floor for these Lady Dogs. It's Puckett down the right side. To the corner,
Davis. I thought Tinley was going to hit one.
Short, great save by Hassel, but it's still going to find the hands of a Lewis County player.
Good job, Lady Dogs, getting back right there because we had a lot of girls under the goal to rebound.
Under 2.5 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Left-handed scoop. Nice play there by Carroll to get it to Ortiz. And a foul called on the floor. Wonder who they're going to get. It looks like Rachel Puckett there on the foul. Under 2 minutes now. Bounce pass inside, tight window, and a jump ball.
I'm going to call a foul.
Okay, I saw one official throw the thumbs, the other one called the foul.
I think they got Aubrey with the push.
Ortiz to throw it in. That's going to be a push.
I think that's going to be on White, though. That's going to be an offensive foul.
That's going to be against Mosley.
Oh, she did it again. Same thing. And she just got teed up. And she just bumped the official.
Things are breaking down, to say the least here, Ron. So that's going to be a technical call, and you know, Ron, we know it's an emotional game that's being played on this floor, and it makes it worse when you're trailing by such a large margin. Frustration starts to build, and you know, it's having flare-ups is pretty common, I feel like, in this situation. It's going to be Anderson shooting the technical free throws, and she knocks down the first. And she's got both. So a successful trip to the line, and with the technical, they'll get the ball back with 44.5 seconds left. One more bucket from eclipsing 80 points. Something we have not seen the Lady Dogs do much of this season.
And they might be content just to pass the ball around right here. Like for them to get Aubrey Gordon a shot.
You got 15 seconds, and they're still content with winding this one out. And the Hickman County fans, your eyes to their feet. 5 seconds to play. And welcome back, Hickman County Lady Dog basketball, with an emphatic statement made on the road against a district opponent and rival. 79-27, Hickman County demolishes Lewis in their first game since before Ice Mageddon against East Hickman, and this is going to do wonders for these Lady Dogs going forward into next week. Their next battle will be Tuesday at home against Riverside, and we're going to step away and take a break leading up to the boys' game. When we come back, Ron and I will break down some final stats, tentatively, of course, as well as prepare you for the boys' game right here on WNKX. We'll be back.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust, and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
and we are just over 7 minutes away from tip-off in the boys' game. So first things first, Ron, what did you see from that girls' game that went right for the Lady Dogs?
Well, I mean, when you have Ava Floyd score 35 points and Carly Everett score 22 points, and I tried to keep up with turnovers. It was hard, or forced turnovers. You force, 18, 20 turnovers. Things are going to go right for you. But what I saw especially was I saw from the time the ball was tipped to that final horn, our defensive effort never slacked. Now, Coach Gordon's not going to be happy because, we gave up 27 points, but they were playing hard. That's what I really like to see.
It was really a complete game from these Lady Dogs. And, there's always some uncertainty, some questions whenever you're playing for the first time after an extended break, especially the kind of break that we got. It wasn't the most pleasant of breaks, but Hickman County really answered the call and stepped up, and that's a good sign going for these young ladies and for Coach Gordon going into the next week, which is the final week of the regular season, and we're excited for that. Back at home on Tuesday against Riverside.
Well, one thing I want to say is, we talked about how Ava came in, and it looked like she never really had a break because, she was hitting shots. The truth is, Ava probably hasn't taken a break because she's probably been in the gym getting up hundreds of shots every day while everybody else has been home in the snow or in the ice. And, that's the difference. Ava's a great player, and that's your difference right there. That, when everybody else is home, she's doing the work in the gym, and it showed tonight, her and Carly both.
And we know there is a team of hard workers on this team, coaches as well, that take a lot of time in game planning. You don't have the record these Lady Dogs have by accident. It's a team effort. It takes a lot of time and preparation. That's exactly what they do. So it's always a pleasure to watch these Lady Dogs play. Even sweeter when they get a win over a district opponent. Now, let's change gears. We've got the boys' game coming up, and this one, oh goodness, Ron, this one has been circled ever since the last time these two teams met. Now, the last game where Hickman County faced off against Lewis, I think Lewis County was a bit stunned. They were surprised because I don't think they expected it to go the way it went. Now, the last time they met, Hickman County won 73-48 in their home gym. Now, if Lewis County wants to exact revenge, no better place or time to do it than right here at home.
Well, Lewis County is a team who they believe that they should be competing for the championship in our district. And they came into that last game fully expecting to compete, to have a chance to win. Their fans fully expected for them to compete and to have a chance to win. And the Bulldogs just kind of laid that to rest very early because of the way they played defense and the way they shot the ball. Now, that game's in the past. February 6th is here now. So this is a totally different game. Lewis County, again, feels the same way. They feel like they can beat us. They feel like they can compete with us. The Bulldogs want to lay that to rest. Now, Lewis County is a very good team. We're on the road, and it's always hard to win on the road. So the Bulldogs have to put that game totally out of their minds, and they have to realize they're going to be in for a battle tonight.
Well, and the last time we saw these Hickman County Bulldogs, they were in a battle against East Hickman. Now, it was an East Hickman team that I think a lot of people expected the Dogs to steamroll, but that was not the case at all. It was back and forth. East Hickman played a very scrappy defensive game, and they kept it close till the very end. It was only a 6-point difference, I believe, when it was all said and done. So the Bulldogs hopefully had plenty of time to learn from that game and build on what they did well and translate that to tonight.
Well, that game was kind of a perfect storm. The Bulldogs shot as badly as we've shot all year long. Tyler McKinnon got hurt early in the game, so we were minus him. It was just an ugly game, the entirety of it, really. East had a great defensive game plan. They scrapped, they got rebounds, they held us off the boards, they hit some tough shots. But the thing I liked about the Bulldogs in that game is they made the plays at the end of the game to win the game. They hit the free throws to secure the win. And in the end, You know, you really don't look at how many points you won by. You just look at, was it a W or was it an L?
And that's really a hallmark of a good team if you're able to find ways to win, because not every game is going to be pretty. Not every game is going to go your way, and Hickman County has proven, at least over the course of this 7-game win streak, that they're able to find ways to win.
And that's what you have to do, especially when you get into tournament play. You're not going to blow everybody out. You've got to be able, you need those tough games like that to have to be able to execute in those last few minutes to be able to win. So those games, you know, a lot of people say that hurts you. Nah, those games help you.
And we're so excited to see these Hickman County Bulldogs back in action tonight, of course, led by Coach Dawson. They have really had a strong 2026 so far, but this will be one of their toughest tests of the new year, and it comes on February 6th, 2026 in Hohenwald, Tennessee, in this new gym at Lewis County High School. And both teams on their respective sidelines about to take the floor after the starting lineups are introduced. And Ron, so not only does Lewis County want to have revenge, not only do they want to win a district game tonight, we also saw earlier, it's their senior night tonight. So a lot of motivation and perhaps a lot of added pressure on Lewis County as well.
You never know how that goes. I feel like tonight they've got revenge on their minds. They probably don't really care about senior night. They only had one senior on the team anyway, so that's not really affecting them. They're out to beat us, so we've got to be ready.
Starting lineup now for the Bulldogs. Coming to the floor, it's number 1, Dylan Qualls, number 2, Braden Brown, number 3, Tim Puckett, number 4, Will McDonald, and number 25, Tyler McKinnon. So McKinnon's shoulder is going to be a story of this game. As you said earlier, that's what kept him out for most of the game against East Hickman. He's going to need to be careful and cautious while also keeping that same aggressive play style that's made him such a threat in the paint.
Well, tonight it's super important because Lewis County, Tyler draws Dalton Hull. And if Tyler can guard him, that allows Dylan Qualls to guard one of their other players. If Tyler's not in there, it kind of changes our whole defensive scheme. So he's super important to our game plan tonight.
We're seeing the starting lineup of Lewis County being introduced. First is number 2, J.D. Wood, followed by number 1, Maddox Tanner. Then number 4, it's Toby Feidinger. And their starting 5 will be rounded off by number 11, Dakota Hull, and number 12, Bo Banks. Now 11 and 12 for Lewis County, Hull and Banks. They have been quite the dynamic duo this season for the Panthers.
They have a really, they make a really, really good combo. They play well together. They play hard. They have good chemistry. They're really fun to watch when you're not playing against them.
And the Lewis County Panthers are coached by Luke Scott. 2 great coaches, 2 great teams. The energy is here. The tension is palpable. It's McKinnon, it's Hull at midcourt. And we're underway. The tip, Brown, Banks running for it. And it's BB that secures it first for the Dogs. Puckett down to McKinnon inside.
Starting in a 2-3 zone.
Fires out to Brown. Now Qualls in the left corner. Puckett. McDonald, open look. Can't get it to fall, and there's Dakota Hull on the board.
Lewis County will stay in that zone as long as we don't hit shots.
Tanner goes right to Feidinger. Hull working on McKinnon. Up top, Feidinger fires from 3 over Tim Puckett. And there's the rebound by Dylan Qualls. Here comes Brown. The primary ball handler for the Dogs this year and showing off the hops. The pass from Qualls almost a turnover. Puckett pump fakes. McKinnon inside the Qualls, pump fake off the glass, and it's the Dogs striking first in this one.
Nice high-low action there from McKinnon to Qualls.
There's Feidinger at the wing. Gives to Tanner. Pull at the elbow, dribbles back out, directing traffic. Brown trying to hang with Tanner. Tanner drives.
Oh, that's a push-off.
And that'll be a push-off. Easy call for the official. Good take there by Brown.
I don't think Braden was trying to take that. He just extended that arm and didn't give Braden a choice but to fall down. Of course, Tanner had a really good game against us. He was their primary scorer.
The Dogs looking to take advantage of the offensive foul.
Lewis County's really extended the zone out.
Some quick passes. And Puckett, nice job to handle the short hop. McDonald in the corner. And Lewis swarming quickly on these shooters. Puckett from three and misses just left, and Banks with the board. Banks moving down the floor. Hull steps into a three. Short, rebounded by Qualls again. So a couple of boards early for Dylan Qualls. And that's where his value is truly seen inside, playing physical. Puckett steps left, gives to Brown. Puckett again tries from three. This one kicks off the back iron, rebounded by Hull. Here comes Hull. He might want to take it himself. Over McKinnon, gets the roll.
And that's where Hull's really effective. You get him in the open floor, a little bit of space. He can get in there within 5-10 feet. He's a hard guard.
2-2 in the game's first 3 minutes. 5 to go in the first. Hickman County's had a couple of three opportunities. McKinnon feeds. Reverse layup from Qualls. What a move.
That's what the Dogs really need to attack, because they're really just trying to extend out and guard the three. That middle high-low is going to be wide open.
Hull now wants to drive, lost the handle on it, but recovers nicely. Deep three on the way for Tanner. It's missed, and Qualls again using his athleticism to secure his third rebound.
I like to see that.
He tries to force it to Brown. Nobody home. Tanner on the break. Hands to Feidinger. He lays it up and in.
One thing Lewis County is not doing this game is pressing. That was in the last game we were able to get some easy buckets off the press, and they're not doing that this time. We've got to get a little.
McDonald secures it almost. Lost it. Was having to do a bit of a juggling act.
We've got to do a better job securing the ball. We made some lazy passes.
Brown gets the Puckett.
Like that.
The pass was blocked by Banks, but it falls right back into the hands of Puckett. Qualls takes it himself. Floater doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Hull. Now Lewis on a break. Hull wants to drive. Knocked out of his hand. That's going to stay with the Panthers. Banks to throw it in. Finds Feidinger in the corner. Some quick passes. Hull steps into a three over McKinnon. And it's good. So 7-4, Lewis County in front by 3. Inside to McDonald, high off the glass. That's going to be a goaltend.
Yeah, it was the right call. Ball went in, but He jumped up, grabbed the net, shook the rims. That was a good call. If that had rattled out, points still would have counted.
That was a nice move by McDonald. Almost a subtle back cut right there.
So every one of our points have come off the high-low right now. The baseline cut is wide open.
I'm sure both teams making a careful note of that as well. Hull wants to drive. Dishes to the corner. Almost a bank shot. Nice rebound by the new entrant, Carson Stewart. That's in a miss. Rebounded by McKinnon. So a couple of opportunities for points. Nothing going. Paul's drive, steps through. A lot of contact, no call. Hull gives out to Tanner. Hull wants to drive, steps through, left-handed scoop. Off the glass and rebounded by the Dogs. Walls wants to drive. He wants to take it himself, and some marvelous touch by Dylan Qualls.
Flop warning. Okay. That's a good call.
The referee says no foul, so no and one for Qualls, and Kylan Seal entering the game for Tyler McKinnon.
There was no contact right there. The kid just fell trying to draw the charge, and so that's the right call by the official, a flop warning. The next time it would be a technical foul.
Hull directing traffic. Drives left around Seal, wants to take it all the way and does. We also see Brody Worley into the game as well, replacing Tim Puckett. Brown steps into a three. Misses off to the right. The scrap for the ball. Worley's got
Brody,
it, falling away. He draws
right
the
there.
foul.
Good rebound there by Brody.
Now, an interesting note on Brody Worley, Ron. He's a pretty good broadcaster in his own right. He was my partner for the middle school district championship game earlier in the week, and he did an exceptional job.
I listened to a little bit of it. He did do a good job.
Worley misses the first free throw. He joked around and said Coach Dawson told him that he's a better broadcaster than basketball player, which Coach Dawson immediately denied those claims after the game was over. And Worley goes 0 for 2 on free throws. That second one missed a bit to the right. And we got a substitution here. Back in is number 2, J.D. Wood.
They didn't get him in before that second free throw, and the scorekeeper said he's going in. I'm going to blow the horn. Bulldogs in a 2-2-1 full court press now.
Banks floats it down to McDonald. Phoenix McDonald on the drive. Gives to Tanner. Banks, 3 on the way. Misses right. Boarded by Hull. Out to Tanner, who drives. Give to the corner. McDonald steps through. Again, it's Hull plowing through, and a block is called on Brody Worley.
Brody was a little bit late getting there.
That's going to be the first foul called on these Dogs in the first quarter with 48.5 seconds left. Back to Banks, tries again from 3. This one's on target. Lewis leads by 4. 30 seconds to play in the first. Letting the clock wind down, want this to be the final offensive possession of the quarter. Ten seconds now. McDonald steps into a 3. Can't get it to go. Banks with the board. 5 seconds. There's Hull. He's got time to drive. Misses the layup. And Braden Brown right there to contest McDonald so that no putback was allowed. At the end of the first quarter, your score, Hickman 8, Lewis 12. 3 more quarters to go on WNKX when we return.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back to WNKX live on YouTube, Facebook, or the Access Tennessee app available on Roku. We're on the road in Hohenwald tonight after a first quarter that favored Lewis County, mainly because Hickman just not getting any shots to fall.
Well, we're seeing kind of a continuation of the East game, playing against an extended 2-3 zone. The outside shots just aren't falling. And as long as that happens, it's going to be a tight game. We've got to be able to hit a few of those shots.
Still a lot of ball left. Hull has it at the right elbow. Wants to back down Qualls. Spins through. Shoots it up and over. Rolls out. Rebounded by Qualls. Hickman County trying to force the issue. Worley steps into a 3. Rattles out. Knocked out. And there's Brown. Well, no look pass from Qualls. Worley steps through. Nice floater from Brody Worley. That was fantastic maneuverability there by Worley. McDonald wants to drive. Stops. Deep 3 on the way. Missed by Tanner. There's McDonald flying down the floor. He might want to go all the way. Dishes to Seal. Nice patience off the glass for 2.
Nice setup there by Will.
So just like that, Hickman County draws it even at 12 early in the second quarter. Hull spins, and a foul on the floor called on Dylan Qualls with a puzzled look on his face. Banks to throw it in. Gives out to
Dylan's got to
Wood.
be smart here. Don't want to pick up your second foul early in the second quarter.
Driving. Gets stuffed by the backboard. Picked up by Qualls. There goes Dylan. Steps through. Contested. He banks it in.
Basket's good.
What a play by Dylan Qualls.
Nice attack.
The bank is open, Mr. Puckett.
We will always take it.
And Qualls with a chance for a 3-point play. Back in his fighting jurors, subbing out as number 0, Phoenix McDonald. 6:32 to play in the first half. Qualls misses the
Bulldogs
free throw.
0 of 3 from the foul line right now.
And Banks wants to
Walk.
take it. A lot of shuffling. But the bucket will count. Quick pass inside to Worley. There's McDonald. Will wants to drive. Has it ripped away by Banks.
Don't get a foul here,
It's a
Dylan.
foot race. Banks
Good
steps
finish.
through and gets it to roll.
It's a good play by Banks.
Lewis County back out in front. McDonald finds a lane, steps through, and he's fouled. We're going to get Feidinger there on the foul. J.D. Wood subbing out. Back in number 22, Carson Stewart. Brown fires out to McDonald. Bounce pass to Seal, and he gets it to go. Nice pass by Qualls. Nice finish by Kylan. Hole, high post. Picks up his dribble. Goes to Tanner. Worley gambles there. Stewart drives. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Qualls.
Need some ball movement here. Set up a play.
Wind
And high-low is going to be there.
We wind under 5 minutes in the first half. Ball floats it across the way to Brown. Up to Worley. Back to Brown. Brown drives. Tries to give the seal. Knocked out of bounds by the Panthers. Might have been Banks, the last guy to touch it. And Hull taking a break. In now number 10, Eli Chapin. Brown to McDonald. Goes back out beyond the arc. McDonald has a one-on-one. Floats it over, kicks off the back iron. Rebounded by Banks. Banks fakes, drives. And it's in, and it's an and one for Bo Banks.
Nice move there by Banks. A little hesitation, about 25 feet, and then took it strong to the rim to get the and one.
That move was almost as nice as his mustache. I have to give credit where it's due. The stash is immaculate. (18-16). The Panthers back out in front. With a chance to go up by 3, and Banks misses the free throw. It's been a rough day at the office for both of these teams.
Free throws have been hard today.
So Jack Floyd in for the first time for Braden Brown. Tyler McKinnon in for Kylan Seal.
Lewis County in a man-to-man now. Should have a mismatch inside, either with Qualls or...
Qualls takes it himself and draws the foul.
Well, there's really no way, looking at who's on the floor right now, that Qualls or McKinnon should be stopped. Now Hull's about to come in and kind of change the matchups a little bit. But if they're in man-to-man, we really need to be trying to attack the rim.
Qualls at the line. First one misses short.
I think we're 0-4 now.
It's close. Feidinger and Tanner subbing out.
Percentages have to come into play here, right?
We're bound to hit one eventually.
Time to hit one.
As we've seen before, free throws can make or break a game. And the math still doesn't favor, but Brody Worley, nice effort to stay with it. Goes across to Tim Puckett, who's also back in the game. Tim steps into a 3. It's good. And he missed a couple earlier in this game, but good to see him get one to fall.
It's a walk.
Falling down, a walk.
Great defense there. I think that was Jack Floyd that kind of doubled in on him.
That was Banks there. Lost his footing after some good defense. Floyd gives left, and Jack Floyd, a tremendous ball handler. And he's made the most of his minutes so far this year. Worley pump fakes a 3.
Oh, whoa.
High pass to Qualls. Tim takes a deep 3. Misses too long, and falls into the hands of Dakota Hull. That shot rattles out. Nice rebound. Put back by Wood. Is blocked by Qualls. And it's McKinnon there with the ball.
Dylan's played a great first half. Rebounding, scoring, defense.
Passing as well. He has been doing it all so far here tonight. Puckett to McKinnon. Tyler puts it up, goes off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Chapin. There's Qualls, the takeaway. Dylan steps through, wants to take it
That
himself.
should be goaltending.
Doesn't
That
get
should
the
have been
roll,
goaltending.
but Jack Floyd gets it off the glass. Timeout called by Coach Scott. And we'll talk things over. Hickman County back in the lead, 21-18. And Ron, you, as well as the rest of this Hickman County fan base, I believe, also wanted the goaltend.
Well, it should have been because, the ball's up on the backboard. You go up and you slap the backboard and you make the backboard move. That changes how the ball bounces off the backboard. And the reason we missed that layup was because the goal was moving.
But I suppose you have to make the most with what you have, and what a job by Jack Floyd to get that putback.
Well, he plays hard. He stuck with it right there, and that was big because a missed, if they get that rebound take off, all of a sudden they get a layup on the other end. We're down 20-19 instead of up 21-18.
And then it could have been Coach Dawson taking the timeout instead of Coach Scott. So.
Exactly.
So we've got 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first half, and it has been about what we expected so far. It's been back and forth. It's been exciting, and a lot more in store.
I really believe one of the keys to us winning tonight, Tim hit a three just a little bit, but we're going to have to hit 5 or 6 threes to get them out of this zone. If we continue to shoot 1 for 5, 1 for 6 from every 3-point shot, they're going to stick in this zone because they feel like that's worth it.
Well, they're in that a blind squirrel finds an acorn every now and then mentality. Hickman County looking to break it. Banks, whistle blows, and
I think Dylan got some blood maybe.
Dylan Qualls has potentially been busted open. His leg adorned in crimson.
I've got 30 seconds officially. It's either 30 seconds or a minute to deal with the injury or deal with it before you have to sub out.
I said adorned in crimson. I think that was
I don't think that's going to work.
A way too dramatic of a descriptor of what's happening down there, and they're trying to wrap him up.
Lewis County fans are yelling for the action to start. And at this point, it's probably about time.
They may have a case.
I feel like that's not going to last very long.
So Dylan's going to have to do a balancing act of keeping that on his leg as well as playing a basketball game. Tanner has a lane, wants to drive, lost it.
Oh, he called a foul.
No
foul
way. Against McKinnon.
No way.
Wow.
That's horrible.
That's a brutal call there against Tyler McKinnon, and a call that saves Lewis's possession.
I mean, that was nowhere near a foul.
And Floyd, look at the hops, taking it away. And he's going to set up the offense. Worley can't get the three. McKinnon gets the board. Puckett, corner. Rattles, tips. McKinnon's got it again. Mid-range two won't fall. Rebounded by Stewart.
That's
Banks
not good.
Has a lane. Easy two for Lewis. Just over a minute to play in the first half. 21-20. Dogs ahead by one. Floyd out to Puckett. Inside to Qualls. Qualls has it knocked free, stays with it, gets it out to Floyd. Worley drives, spins. Oh, a money shot from Brody Worley.
Good shot by Brody. He's hit a couple of big ones.
Hull wants to spin through. Floats it out to Stewart. He tries from three. Missed. Nice rebound by Worley. Hands to Floyd. Jack is fouled. And I believe they got Dakota Hull. No, it's number 2, J.D. Wood. Phoenix McDonald subbing back in for Carson Stewart. Will McDonald in for Brody Worley. 30 seconds in the first half.
Bulldogs probably just need to kind of dribble this out right here and make sure we take a last shot. Preferably the last shot, not one with 10 seconds left.
And going into the half with a lead would be big.
They're going to kind of extend out the pressure here.
Under 10 seconds inside to McKinnon. Floats the Qualls, falling away. Doesn't get it.
I mean, he pretty much just had him in an arm bar.
And no call there at the end of the first half, so some frustration there for the Dogs, unable to get any points there. But at the end of the second quarter, it's still a Hickman County lead, 23-20. We're going to step away for a little halftime break. When we come back, a breakdown from the first half, as well as an interview with the coach of the Lady Dogs, Gavin Gordon, when we return.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back to WNKX. We're at the half of the boys' game, and as always, we are joined by the head coach of the Lady Dogs, Coach Gavin Gordon. And Ron, I'll turn it over to you.
So, Coach, I'm not really even going to ask you about the game. I know we're into the last week of our regular season. It's amazing how quick this season's flown by. Of course, we got 3 big games, district games. Y'all have already taken care of one of those now. You got 2 more. But as you go into this last week, what are some things you're doing to prepare your girls for the tournament?
Yeah, just tightening up the small stuff that we kind of get away from in the game a little bit, talking more on defense and rebounding well, trying to keep everybody healthy, get back in shape after this break. So we've been doing a lot of up and down in practice, just trying to get back in game mode.
You know, talking about a break, I was talking about Ava Floyd, the way she came out and shot. It didn't look like she had much of a break. And if I know Ava, she probably didn't. She was probably in the gym every day shooting, which is why she came out the way she is. Talk about her a little bit. We know that she's gotten a little bit of some mentions, nomination for Miss Basketball. Just talk about her work ethic and what she means to this team.
She's a game changer, man. She's a great leader, always in the gym working hard. I can't say enough about her. She's got poise and calmness about her that it's just grown over the years, and she's turning into a great basketball player. She's a once-in-a-generation kind of talent, right? And I'm excited to see her getting mentioned for a Miss Basketball finalist and keeping our fingers crossed that hopefully next week when it comes out, she might be.
Now, Coach, one last question. We know that this break was pretty unprecedented. It was rough for a lot of people in the county. So what was the game plan for keeping these girls prepared for a game as big as this one? I mean, it's a rivalry. It's a district game. Were you expecting these girls to work from their home, or were you able to orchestrate as many practices as you wanted? What did that look like?
Yeah, I think the time off was good for us, recover a little bit, get rid of some sickness, and then we got in the gym as soon as we possibly could, and I know the roads were bad, but they braved it and got there, and thanks to the parents for getting them there as well, and they just didn't miss a beat. As soon as we jumped back in the gym, we were ready to go. This is a special group. I can't say it enough.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time. Once again, congratulations on the Lady Dogs on a huge district win tonight over Lewis County. We're looking to see them back in action next Tuesday. But until the second half resumes, Ron and I will step away for this break. we are about 2 minutes away from resuming with the second half of the boys' game between Hickman County and Lewis County. It's 23-20. The Dogs are ahead. So, Ron, what did you see in that first half that we should be looking out for in the second half?
Well, one of the keys, I mentioned early that Lewis County was going to stay in that zone as long as we weren't hitting shots. So far this half, or the first half, we hit 1-3 out of probably took 9 or 10. So that's a winning formula for Lewis County. So, we're either going to have to do a better job in that zone of attacking the rim and getting from the high-low, easy shots inside, which we did at times, or what would be really nice is if Tim and Will just got hot and, knocked down 4 or 5 threes, and then Lewis County is having to scramble to figure out how to stop us. But if our shooting percentage from outside continues the way it is, we're going to be in for a fight tonight.
Now, you say you want Tim and Will to get hot. Now, does that include trying to shoot those contested shots or patiently waiting for that perfect shot to open up?
You move the ball around for good shots. If you're shooting contested shots, your percentages of hitting them go way down. So we want to run a good offense, get open shots. And whoever gets that open shot, we need someone. It could be Brody Worley. Brody's had games this year where he's gotten hot. We just need someone to put the ball in the hole.
And I think we would be remiss if we didn't mention the great first half Dylan Qualls had. He was such a game changer on both ends of the floor. He was blocking shots. He was getting some great assists. He was scoring himself. Just a great first half overall.
Well, Dylan had a really good half. Also, Colin Sill coming off the bench had 4 points. Brody Worley coming off the bench had 4 points. So, those, when you're talking about a 23-20 game, those 8 points off the bench were huge.
Let's make some noise for the Panthers coming back on the court.
And it's about time to resume action from Hohenwald, Tennessee. And it will be the black and red with the ball first, I believe. Now as we see what
extended
adjustments.
2-3 zone, bad pass right there. We got fortunate.
Brown able to hustle.
Got to
and
extend
run it
into the middle. Quick ball movement. They're going to extend out and try to gamble. Some ball fakes and penetration would work also.
McDonald, quick catch release 3, missed it, and it's rebounded by Tanner. So again, the Dogs just unable to knock down those shots. Banks goes to fighting during the corner. Now it's Hull. Hull wants to drive all the way over McKinnon, and he rattles in the 2.
Good take there by Hull. Too late. Had the high-low. Dylan's going to pick up that second foul. Had the lob right there. You never want to throw a bounce pass right there when you've got the height advantage. Bounce pass lets the guards get in there and get it.
Balls, that's his second on the night.
Hull gives out to Wood. Wood wants to drive, has it ripped away by Brown. Beebe's on a break, and he is flying down the floor. Fakes it, and a left-handed scoop. Banks trying to answer back quickly and does. McKinnon in the post to Puckett, now to Brown. Back to Puckett. McKinnon drives, tries to go off the glass, it's tipped. Tyler's got it. McDonald wide open in the corner, and finally, Will McDonald buries a 3.
Good job, Tyler McKinnon, sticking with the.
And the hole, wefting and weaving through traffic, step back. Tries the 3 over McKinnon, and it's good.
And Hull's starting to feel it right now. We're going to kind of have to change our defensive game plan to force him into some uncomfortable shots.
These two teams going answer for answer right now. Back to McKinnon. McKinnon drives. He touches it in. There's Hull. Very dangerous with the ball in his hands. He wants to drive. Nowhere to go with it. Has to give out to Tanner. Screen by Wood. Goes right to Banks. Banks wants to drive, steps through, over, puck it off the glass, then gets it to fall.
Banks is playing a really strong game. Got to force him left. When he goes right, he's going to finish most of those. They're in a man-to-man now, Lewis County is. They're trying to switch it every now and then to kind of confuse us.
McKinnon spins through, banks it in. Banks flying down the floor. McDonald might have got a hand on it. Banks wants to take it himself. And right there, Ron, that's a foul you hate to have because he looked like he was already kind of losing a handle of it anyway, so just helping him out.
Tyler just kind of stepped into him instead of creating space. So that's Tyler's second foul, so he needs to make sure he's not making contact now. Hands up, no contact.
And Banks makes the first free throw. Banks makes both of them. So 32-31, Dogs up by 1, 4:30 to go in the third. Qualls bounce pass, led McKinnon. McDonald catch release three, missed. On the board by Tanner. Down to Banks, quick pass to Hull. Hull drives, lays it in for two. Now Lewis County on a roll.
Last few times, Hull and Banks have driven. We've got to make a plan to make them go back to their left. If they go right, they're hard to stop.
That timeout is called on the floor by Coach Dawson. I thought this is a pretty big timeout. I mean, both teams have gone on their fair share of runs in this game. Hickman County in the latter part of the first half. Now Lewis starting to string some things together, getting some stops offensively, scoring offensively. And really, it's all about Dakota Hull. How will he play for the remainder of this game for Lewis? Because when he's on his A game and when Bo Banks is on his A game, very tough to go to stop.
Well, those are the two guys that we have to stop. And the first thing you got to do is you got to make them go left. They're good enough players; they can finish going left. But if you let them go right, you're at their mercy.
So
one of the things that Lewis County is also doing is they're kind of pushing the tempo and getting Banks and Hull out in the open floor where they have more space to operate. We've got to do a better job of getting back.
Brown picks up his dribble early, fires a bullet to Qualls. Qualls wants to drive.
It's going to be a foul on Hull, probably.
That'll be
Feeling attack strong, yeah.
And Qualls is almost like a runaway train. You almost have to get off the tracks when he's coming your way. Brown floats up to Qualls. Nice elevation. A hook shot off the glass.
Too strong there. Oh, look at Braden taking it away from him. Good play by Braden Brown. That's two big steals he's had this quarter.
And he draws the foul to boot. That's going to be a foul on Tanner, his second. Bounce pass McKinnon driving. And Tyler McKinnon is so good when he's using that backboard to his advantage.
That's 6 points this quarter for Tyler.
Dogs back in front, 34-33. 3.5 to play in the third.
We're in our 1-3-1 now.
Well, McDonald, had a steal, but lost it.
Got to pick it up. Don't dribble control.
Tanner drives. Pulls over McKinnon.
It's going to be a push
Boarded
off.
by Hull.
Dylan's got to get back in and rebound right there. He's hanging out 30 feet from the goal. We need him on the boards in that 1-3-1. Get some ball movement, guys. Getting sticky right now.
Ball's
Tough
pulled
shots.
Long two. Well off the mark. Missed it to the left. Hull wants to drive. Has it knocked free. Still rolling. Hickman County's got it. Great play by Tim Puckett to get it to Braden Brown. Bounce past the Qualls. Qualls Euro step. Can't finish.
Ah, Tyler.
And McKinnon's got
He's
the
picked
foul.
up his third foul, 90 feet from the basket.
And we're about to see Kylan Seal back in the game. Carson Stewart back in for the Panthers, taking over for J.D. Wood. Bounce past the Hull. To the corner. Banks, 3-ball, good.
Our defense right now, everybody's just a step slow. We're not really scrambling. We're just kind of moving. And our offense has become more one-on-one.
McDonald tries to find Seal, taken away by the Panthers. So Lewis has a chance to build their lead. They're up by 4 with 1.5 minutes to go in the third. Fires to Feidinger. To Tanner. Picks up his dribble. Lobs it over to Banks. Hull was open in the corner. Feidinger inside. Tough shot over Seal. And there's McDonald.
Got to get some ball movement, guys. The ball's just real sticky right now. If you notice, every time we throw it.
So inside to Seal. And Seal might have gave too much ground there under the basket. Hull wants to do it himself and does. Hickman County now trails by 6. 40 seconds left in the third. Wide open McDonald underneath. For
Good
2.
job by Seal finding Will there.
20 seconds left. Lewis looking to take the final shot of the quarter. It's in the hands of Dakota Hull. Goes to Feidinger. Flips it to his man in the corner. Feidinger drives. Bounce pass to Stewart. That's an easy 2 to end the quarter. And that was a third quarter, more specifically the latter half, dominated by Lewis County. But 8 minutes to go to decide a winner. Plenty of time in this one when we come back.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family, Heritage Bank and Trust, and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
It's about time for the fourth quarter from Hohenwald on WNKX. The Dogs trail the Panthers by 6, 42-36, but still run anybody's ball game.
The Bulldogs have to pick up the intensity. Their defense right now is lethargic. They're not moving fast. They're not playing with a real sense of urgency. We made some, I would say, not smart fouls, some not smart plays that are putting us into a bad position. Our offense is kind of, ball's not moving, taking tough shots.
And it's going to be the Panthers starting off with possession in the fourth.
Got to get 12 going left. Got to get him going left.
Banks puts up a 3, air ball.
He was out of bounds.
Saved by Feidinger.
He was 3 feet out of bounds
Bulldog ball.
when he saved it.
McDonald, Puckett, had a look, doesn't take it. Oh, looks for Brown, and it's going the other way. Banks adds 2. And that was a brutal turnover for the Dogs, and a foul called against the Panthers.
Good attack there by Brody.
But at this juncture, turnovers like that, not what you can afford.
We're not playing smart right now. That's a tough shot right there. Our shots are not good.
Oh, blocked by McKinnon. Three ball over McKinnon. This one also misses. There goes Brown. Brown lost it. Another turnover. Stewart lost it. Ball's loose. Hull's got it. Fade away off the glass, rattles out. Rebounded by Puckett and a foul. Goodness gracious, Ron.
Might.
What are we watching?
I'm interested in seeing who they call this on. That's 11. That's Hull. That's his 4th foul. Oh, that's his 3rd. I guess I was off one.
Wishful thinking, perhaps.
Well, yeah. Right now, we're watching some pretty bad basketball is what we're watching.
Inside to McKinnon. Out to Puckett. 3 ball. Needs this one, and he has this one. That was a big-time 3 from Tim Puckett.
Good set right there. Now we have to get some stops.
Ooh, Brown jumped it. Feidinger puts up a 3. This one's short. Stewart flying in, saves it. Tanner tries an off-balance 3. This one's good. How Stewart kept himself in balance in that baseline is one of life's great mysteries. What a play.
That was good hustle, good save right there.
Now, Ron, I want to make note of this. A player we haven't seen tonight is Carter Goodwin. Any surprises there?
You know, coach is always going to just kind of look at the matchups and see who he feels best with. So,
Hickman County trails 47-39. 8-point game here at Lewis County High School, and with 6:01 left, of course, still time for Hickman County to mount a comeback here, but
right now you can see it's a little more important for Lewis County to win this. They're getting a lot of the 50-50 balls. They're getting some offensive rebounds. They're getting the hustle points, what I call, right now, and the Dogs are going to have to turn that around.
every possession matters in this one going forward. Falls keeps it baseline. Worley in the corner, pulls up from 3, rattles out, being tipped around, and secured by the Panthers. And an offensive foul. Illegal screen there called against the Panthers.
I think that's going to be on 22. Yeah. illegal screen.
That'll be Carson Stewart. And those are the breaks Hickman County has to take advantage of going forward.
Oh, God, too late. Too
That's
late.
tipped out of bounds. That'll stay with the Dogs. What'd you see there, Ron?
It was open. The pass was a little bit too late. The defender was able to get over the top of the screen.
There's Puckett. 3 ball, it's going to be short. Brown hustles in there, tries to get it.
It's probably a good foul by Braden because they're going to have a layup on the other end.
So that's the first foul called on Braden Brown. So it'll save a layup. 5 minutes to go in the fourth. Ooh, a wobbly pass.
Can't let him go right. Can't let him go right.
Cole will draw the foul.
It's going to be Tyler's fourth.
And Hull misses the first free throw. Kylan Seal back in for Tyler McKinnon. You know, free throws are always a big story in these kinds of games. And Hull missing both.
Free throws have been bad tonight for both teams.
Brown fires the Qualls. Up top to Puckett. Over to Brown. Brown wants to drive, and he's fouled.
So that's their fourth foul. So from here on out, we're shooting free throws. If we'll keep attacking and knock down free throws, might be able to crawl back into this game.
There's Puckett in the corner. Has to go over to Qualls. Gather step. Bounce pass out to Brown. Brown drives. Floater. It's good. Now can they get some defensive stops? That's the million-dollar question. Banks drives, jump stop, floats it over Worley. It's good. Every time Lewis County has needed a bucket, they have gotten a bucket. Puckett pulls, mid-range shot, off the back iron. Nice rebound by Feidinger. That'll be a foul called, indeed, against Dillon. It seems like every time Hickman County's right there, they have a crucial miss and they can't cap it off with points. Seal and Worley coming out. McKinnon and McDonald back in. Under 4 minutes to go. The Dogs gonna have to up the ante. Feidinger, 3-ball, missed. Secured by Qualls. They're pushing it down the floor in a hurry. Brown wants to take it.
Gonna be a charge.
Banks it in, no!
Yeah.
And one turns into a charge. And that's a tough break for the Dogs. And that could have very well just turned the tide of this whole game if that is called the other way. But
well, it's, you know, we've still got to get stops, and it was a good take. I think he was probably there. That's going to be on Dillon. You can see some frustration right now.
so
should be shooting 2 shots.
That will result in 2 shots for Feidinger. Hickman County crowd wanting a flop, not getting one there. Feininger misses the first one. These missed free throws have kept this a ball game. And he rattles in the second one. Nine points. The Dogs got to get something going now. Paul steps through.
It's going to be fourth foul there on Hull.
Can't get it to fall.
We'll have 2 free throws now.
So 4 fouls on a Hull and Qualls the line. It's a free throw kind of game, Ron, and whichever team can make the most of them probably going to be the one to win. Qualls misses the first one short. And Qualls gets the second one, though. Still an 8-point game. Banks drives, gives. Tanner in the corner. Big three on the way. It's good. And that pass looking for McKinnon, deflected out. Things looking more and more dire with every passing second for Hickman County.
Oh, that's a walk.
So no call there. And McKinnon with the steal. 2 minutes and change. Banks deflects it out of bounds. And it's getting close to the part of the game, Ronald. We got to have threes.
Well, you got to have shots first. We made turnovers almost every time.
Qualls drives, reverse layup. And a timeout called by Coach Dawson. Still a single-digit game, not over by any stretch, but some adjustments have to be made, some points have to be scored, some balls have to be stopped for the Bulldog defense.
Yes, they do.
But regardless of how this one plays out, Ron, I would say this is the environment that we've missed over the last 2 weeks.
Yes, it is. And, you know, these games right here, even if we end up losing this game, it might not be a bad loss because personally I'd rather beat Lewis County in the district tournament in this gym than tonight. And this may be something that our guys need to kind of refocus on because the effort tonight defensively, I feel like hasn't been there across the board.
It'll be Brown, Seal, Qualls, Puckett, and McDonald for the Dogs out of the timeout. 2:04 to go in the fourth. 53-44. Pushing it down the floor. And there's Feidinger. Foul called on Brown. That'll be 2 shots.
And that's okay. If I'm Coach Dawson right now, the way they've been shooting free throws, this last 2 minutes is going to take about 20 minutes to play.
Some big free throws on the way for Feidinger. That first one's money. And Feidinger goes 2 for 2. It's an 11-point game now. McKinnon back in for Seal. Brown tries from three. That's going to be off to the right. Rebounded by Stewart. Pushing it down the floor. Tanner, touch pass, Banks. And an and one. For the fourth foul called on Braden Brown. And Banks misses the free throw. The Dogs gotta go. McDonald tries a three. This one's good. Dogs down by 10. Qualls in pursuit. Banks driving down the floor. McDonald hanging with him.
Yeah, I'd be fouling.
Bounce past the hole. Goes to Banks. And a foul trying to knock it loose. And right now the fate of the Bulldogs in this one lies on how will Lewis County be able to shoot free throws. Unfortunately, Banks, someone you don't want at the line shooting these.
He hasn't shot well tonight.
Try and reverse psychology.
It worked.
And that one's good.
Gonna have a quick score here.
Back to an 11-point game. Gives to McDonald. Step back, Will tries again. This one misses well short. Ball in the hands of Hull.
Gonna have to foul. Gonna have to foul. Called the timeout.
Timeout called by Coach Scott. Out of the timeout. Banks throws it back in the hole. Under 50 seconds to play. Trying to trap Hull. And he's fouled. That's going to be the fifth foul called on Braden Brown. That'll end his night with 42.9 seconds left. And the first free throw is good. That's another turnover, and things just spiraling now for the Bulldogs. That'll be a layup for Tanner. Tim steps into a three, and he missed it. They're pushing it down the floor now. Banks lays it up and in for two. Qualls tries to take it all the way, but he's fouled with 5.2 seconds left. And Dakota Hull is going to check out after a phenomenal night tonight. A great ball player he is.
He and Banks both had really good games tonight that the Bulldogs had no answers for.
And Qualls, the woes continue from the free throw line. And Qualls gets the second one. And they're going to let the time wind down. And you got to think if you're Lewis County, it feels like you just exercised the demon. They hadn't been able to beat these Bulldogs in some time, but finally they're able to defend their home floor and defeat the Bulldogs by a final score of 64-48. A great performance tonight by those Panthers. Hickman County, a lot to learn from, a lot to build on come Tuesday against Riverside.
Well, you know, hopefully they will look at this. Hopefully they will kind of realize that I kind of feel like they came into this game thinking it was going to be an easy win because of how easy it was at home. And they just didn't, you know, have the they didn't have the urgency or the want to that Lewis County had tonight. Lewis County wanted to win this game, and they put forth the effort, and it was a good game by the Panthers.
And Ron, to your point earlier, I really hope these two teams get to match up again. I mean, it's an instant classic every time these two teams take the floor. The energy is there. The fans are invested. The community shows up and shows out. The players want it. So hopefully by the time district rolls around, we'll get to see this matchup just one more time.
That's only going to be a couple weeks away. So it's
close.
It's right around the corner.
But, of course, if you're Hickman County, you got to look ahead. You can't look over the games you got next week, of course, against Riverside on Tuesday, then against East Hickman on Friday. Two very important district games, two games you got to win, but I have faith in the Dogs to get it done.
Well, this game totally changes the district standings because now you've got Lewis County and Hickman County tied for first place in the district with two games left. I think they both have 2 games left. Lewis County may just have next week's game. I haven't looked at the schedule. But, you know, what that means is if you're the 1 seed, you know, either way, you're going to be matched up with East and Riverside. Riverside gave us all that we wanted at their place. East gave us all that we wanted at their place. So, you know, at this point of the year, it comes down to energy on the floor and want to. The girls showed it tonight. I don't feel like the boys did.
Well, it's going to be an interesting rest of the year as we prepare for the district tournament. And we're going to be there with you every step of the way on WNKX. But that's where we're going to end things here tonight from Hohenwald, Tennessee. Once again, your final score, Lewis County 64, Hickman County 48. We'll see you all next Tuesday. But until then, for Ron Puckett, I've been Josh Copley bidding you adieu, goodbye, and good night.